One of the most unsuspecting ghost Pokemon, Drifloon, maintains its reputation as one not to be trusted. But what's the truth behind that reputation? Join me as I tell you the tale of Drifloon. So Drifloon, yet another little ghostly goober Pokemon introduced in Generation 4. A ghost and flying type purple balloon that, like many other spooky Pokemon, has garnered a certain reputation among fans. It all started with some of its very first Pokédex entries. It is whispered that any child who mistakes Drifloon for a balloon and holds onto it could wind up missing. Once again, endangerment, but if you'll notice, this is an entry from a game that came out years after Drifloon's debut. Even though we would hear similar things in the future, it's important to remember that in Pokemon Pearl, Drifloon is stated to try to steal children, but instead gets pulled around itself. It's a wimpy little balloon. There are other mentions that children holding onto them sometimes vanish, but I think in this instance, more than any other Pokemon, this is just a story. Really, I'm surprised there isn't more discussion about its other Pokédex entries that mention it's formed by the spirits of people and Pokemon. But I did notice that most things said about Drifloon are prefaced as stories or folk tales, until Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where everything is much more solid as if stated to be fact. But Legends Arceus comes back around, gathering all this information and telling us, straight from the mouth of Professor Laventon, said to lure away young children and carry them off to the afterlife. Some whisper that Drifloon are formed of reincarnated human souls, but these rumors are yet to be unconfirmed. We even get to see through a side quest that some people are worried about these rumors, and you're asked to investigate a potential abduction down by Prelude Beach. In reality, it's just a local child playing with a Drifloon, and on this one occasion it was being a little rough. So can we really say that Drifloon does in fact steal people away? Who really knows? I think the way that Drifloon is set up as a little playful balloon, that it takes on more characteristics of a flying type, and maybe because people get lost while playing with them, they're blamed for the disappearance. We did see a Drifloon with a ghost child during the Haunted School side quest in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, but we can't really conclude a whole lot there. The child disappeared by the end of the quest, so it's implied that she's either a ghost or some other apparition. Originally, I had theorized that the child wasn't real and was actually something created by Drifloon as a kind of illusion to get your help. Or it could also be that this is an actual ghost and Drifloon is its guide in the afterlife. The answer to this is still out there. I think it's more likely that Drifloon plays the part of the innocent Pokemon, especially because its evolution Drifblim isn't very spooky. It's drowsy in the daytime but flies off in the evening in big groups. No one knows where they go. It carries people and Pokemon when it flies, but since it only drifts, it can end up anywhere. There's sort of a sense that hanging onto one will get you lost, but it's more about the terror of being at the mercy of the winds. Pokemon Sun tells us about a specific incident where this happened, and not until Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon do we get back to hearing about rumors of being carried away to the afterlife, and its body being composed of souls. The most scary thing about Drifblim is that it drifts on the wind, and so if you happen to be held by one, there's no telling where you'll end up, which can be scary, but it still doesn't seem terrifying, mostly just lazy and sad. To the point that in Legends Arceus it just serves as inspiration for poetry, and that's all that Professor Laventon has to say about it. But I feel like this really fits these balloon Pokemon. They're just easygoing and playful, maybe even wanting people to join them in a carefree ride. For sure, this is one of the most chill ghost-type Pokemon. Even the original Diamond and Pearl games where Drifloon would show up in the Valley Windworks on Friday shows how it's a Pokemon that can be here one day and gone the next, but would make a great friend if you reach out to it. Really, aside from its involvement in the Haunted School side quest, I'm honestly not seeing these Pokemon as one of those horrifying occurrences in the Pokemon world. Just rumors and whispers attempting to explain behavior that seems a little off at first. It could be a Pokemon made of spirits, but if so, I think they found peace and have just moved on to an afterlife of floating around. What is the truth? Where do they go? I think I'll just take their advice and chill out about it. And so I guess that's the mystery of Drifloon. Thank you to all of my channel members who continue to support, especially the great Gators, Jackson, Justin R, Michaela, Mr. Pigpuncher, Phantom Pyro, and Quago. If you'd like to support, get your name shout out here as well as access to some emotes to use in comments and live streams, you can become a channel member today. But anyway, this has been GatorEX, and I'll catch you later.
A new Pokemon era begins. Embark on your biggest adventure ever and catch more than 100 new Pokemon. Look for your favorite Pokemon at Pokemon-GTS.net and get ready to trade. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, only on Nintendo DS.